See what I told y'all, they gonna try to cut a nigga off, man. They gonna try to cut me off in the middle of what I'm talking about. But we ain't gonna let it stop shit. So just like we was talking about, the neuromelanin in our ether scans the area. All right, it scans the energy, it absorbs the energy. That is why it is good to, when you are around a lot of different energy, wrap your ether, wrap your crown. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of people, like, that is the purpose. That is where the head wrapping shit comes from. That is why our ancestors wrapped their hair, not because they was ashamed that they had an afro, not because they was ashamed of the texture of their fucking hair, nigga. Because a lot of people only wrap their fucking hair because they're ashamed of their fucking natural hair, which is fucking ridiculous. They were wrapping their hair because they were wrapping their ether. They were wrapping their antennas because of the energy. You're not supposed to just absorb any and every energy. So I need y'all to understand, you can't recreate that neuromelanin. That is something from the cosmos. All right. So one thing, so that is the same reason with the souls. All right. They you can't expect this inorganic being that was not created by source to have a soul. So if they don't have a soul and the soul is magnetism, they do not have magnetism. You dig what I'm saying? So we have to truly understand that what magnetism is. Like I said, that is what draws these things in. That is what helps you manifest like you're supposed to. That is why everything you speak about comes into your reality. All right. That's why everything you speak about, everything you think about, everything you pay attention to and give your energy to comes to existence. All right. It enters your reality. It becomes a part of your reality because you are manifesting that energy, because that is the energy you are focusing on. That is what you are giving your energy to. So that is the energy you will get. All right. So we have to understand, like, they don't have that magnetism. That's why these witches and warlocks, they got to make these potions and shit. You know what I'm saying? They got to do that Sabrina the Teenage Witch ass shit. You feel me? Like, these motherfuckers cannot connect organically, bro. That's where the whole witchcraft and shit comes from. That's why they sit there and sacrifice animals and shit and use blood to connect. Because first of all, you're connecting to a negative being. Every time you sacrifice any living motherfucking thing to connect to something, you are going to connect to something negative. All right? You will always connect with low vibrational beings when you use blood and animals and some type of life that you have sacrificed to connect. All right? So you have to understand that is why they do that, to connect, because they cannot organically connect, for one. And then for two, their purpose is to connect with these low vibrational beings because they are low vibrational beings. You know what I'm saying? So that is where that whole witchcraft shit comes from. That's why they got to do these portions. They got to do those fucking sacrifices and shit. We don't have to sacrifice to connect. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sacrificing your ego, sacrificing low vibrational things to make your connection stronger. But even with you doing certain things, you still can connect. You still are connecting. You just are unaware of it because they programmed you to think that it was called dreams. They programmed you to think it was called daydreaming. They programmed you to think it was called just your mind wandering and you having an imagination. These are really all types of ways you are cosmically connecting. They just didn't tell you that shit. They just programmed you to think it was something else. So you didn't understand the power that you hold. You didn't understand the who you truly are. All right. So when it comes to this magnetism, like I said, they don't have that magnetism. So they cannot manifest like we manifest. They cannot cosmically connect like we do. So that is why they are using our magnetism. You dig? Like I'm telling y'all, this shit, it go crazy when you really start thinking about it. Like, what? Kelani over here whining. But that's exactly why they involve us in their fuckery. All right? Hold up, y'all. I gotta light the BZ squeeze. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. But that is why they involve us in all of the fuck shit that they do. All right? That is why they involve us in all of their rituals, all of their low vibrational celebrations. All right? So I need you to really see that, because our magnetism is what draws this shit in. So you have to understand, of course they are still doing the origin of these rituals. So like Thanksgiving, they're still consuming the Aboriginal being. All right, they're still doing that ritual, but they have you participating because they need your magnetism to make that connection even stronger. They need your magnetism to make that portal bigger. All right, they need your magnetism to open up these portals all around the fucking world. These are ways of attacks. So I need you to understand that it is all, just like we talk about energy harvesting, but yes, energy harvesting, but they are also doing this because of the magnetism that you hold. All right. So you see how the music, look at the music. All right. Now also, we might not, they might cut this one off too, and we might have to do a part 3 for this motherfucker. I ain't even gonna cap y'all, but hey, we gonna get it in. We gonna get it done however it need to get done. But what I wanna, that's why the music, all right? So you see how the music is. They use our magnetism even in the music. That's why they have so many 9 ether beings being in the entertainment business. You feel me? Whether it's rapping, comedian, acting, modeling, no matter what it is, because we attract everything. I told y'all about the Keith Lee shit. Everything we do attracts attention. Everything we do attracts energy. Whether it is from this realm or another motherfucking realm. I need y'all to understand that, because you got to understand that the internet is not just only in this realm. You have the internet is a intergalactic thing, is an extragalactic. It is a cosmic thing, because they based it off of your brain. So you have to understand that you are seeing things as well in different realms, different dimensions. That's why people think of this Mandela effect when they see shit on the internet, because you are also seeing things from a different realm, from a different dimension. There are beings on there that are not here on this realm that we live in. You feel me? So you are going to see shit that has not been posted by us. That is why they have to censor the internet, because they cannot control it. Because these are beings from everywhere are on the internet. I need y'all to understand this, bro. It ain't just, y'all think the internet just be some shit for here. Nah, bro. They tapping into some other shit when you get on that motherfucking World Wide Web. The World Wide Web. I'm telling you, because they using all of these different telephone poles and wires that these birds be sitting on. These little drones they be sitting on and charging this shit. These collect your motherfucking thoughts. When you have a thought and it goes out, they made these because, remember, we don't have telephone poles, nigga. Nobody has a fucking landline anymore, first of all. So why do we have telephone poles? We got 5G towers for cell phones. Why do we still have telephone poles? Because what that does, remember, you are an energetic being. That energy leaving, those frequencies leaving that are going to, because we are multidimensional beings, they create other realms, dimensions, and quote-unquote timelines. So to get them to stop doing that and to collect our thoughts, what do? Put these landlines and all of these little wires and shit. You see one on that one right there. That little wire, that's why they are webs. That's why they be intertangled and shit like that. So they can capture your fucking thoughts, nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So they are using your magnetism. They are using your magnetism. All right. But that is why they use 9 ether beings to do a lot of this bullshit that they got going on. All right. You see the music industry. What is the 9 ether beings really mainly promoting in the music, especially in the industry, in the publicized, commercialized, you feel me, mainstream music? What are they promoting in the what they like to call black community, the non-ether community, the community of the gods and the goddesses, the aboriginal community, nigga. What are they promoting? Death, violence, drugs. You know what I'm saying? Self-hate, self-harm. You dig what I'm saying? They are promoting a separation between the gods and the goddesses. They are promoting with the god, and that's just with that's mainly with the music of the gods. We ain't even got into the goddesses. They promoting sexualizing they self, you feel me, not loving they self, just sitting there popping ass all day, shaking titties all day, trying to use niggas for money, gold dig, all types of shit, nigga. These are the agendas that they promote in our community. Or really the crazy thing is they get us to promote them in our community. That's the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part. I'd understand if they were promoting that shit, but nigga, you got 9 ether beings promoting that shit in their own community. Why? Because they are using the magnetism. They know that everything we do and say is going to attract. It's going to attract. They know that once it's something about music, bro. We connect to these rhythms and vibrations. That's where we come from. So that's why music it connects to everybody, no matter what type of music you like, nigga. There is no person on this motherfucking world that does not like any type of music. Nobody can tell me, oh, I don't like music at all. I don't like to hear instruments. I don't like beats. I don't like rhythms. I don't like any of that. Can't nobody tell me that. I don't give a fuck, bro. You feel me? Like, everybody loves music, no matter what type of music it is. Everybody loves music. So that is one big way they use our magnetism, because they know we are already magnetic to these frequencies and vibrations. Now you put a 9 ether being on that motherfucker. Now the magnetism going crazy. Now you got so many people attracted. That's why they have all of these concerts where they're doing these rituals and shit like that, because they understand how many people are going to be attracted to these concerts because of this 9 ether being, because of the magnetism that this person holds. So now they are able to sell this motherfucking show out and sell these concert days out and shit like that, and have arenas full of motherfuckers that they sitting there hypnotizing and putting all of these frequencies and low vibrations in, all because of the motherfucking magnetism that we hold. Like, now really look at it, y'all. Really look at it and ask yourselves, is that how it is? Really think about it. Is it only really the main ones promoting this bullshit in our community, whether it's sexualizing themselves, whether it's violence, whether it's hating each other, hating yourself? It is always the 9 ether beings promoting that in their music. Why is that, right? Is that true? You know what I'm saying? Just think about that, right? Now, let's use some examples. You got Kodak Black. I'm gonna use this example because a lot of people already know this example, at least his part of the example. So you got Kodak Black, right? He got that one song with 6 Black and that one chick. So you notice after he made this song, and it was about how they locking niggas up and cloning them. It was talking about how they controlling the weather with machines and technology. It was about how they selling niggas, how they niggas are selling their souls, all of this shit. He was calling out the whole industry. He was calling out the government, the industry, all of that shit, nigga. And we all understand he got his Haitian, he got his links to Haiti because he is Haitian, you feel me? And we understand how they attack the Haitians really America does not like the Haitians because America has never defeated Haiti. All right, that's why they send these earthquakes and storms and shit at Haiti with their weather controlling machines, because they have never physically beat Haiti in the war. You go look at the Haitian Revolution, and they was fucking niggas up. The Haitians was fucking the Europeans and the colonizers up in the Haitian Revolution, but that's why they never promote that, because they didn't win. That's why America never teaches you about that in school, because they didn't win that war. So they're not going to teach you about your real motherfucking heritage. They're not going to teach you about what your people really did in this bitch. You dig what I'm saying? So he got his Haitian connections and shit like that. They still connected to their voodoos and all of this shit. He calling out the industry. Boom, what happened? He get locked up. All right, he got locked up. He come out. He with Gucci Mane in the Rolls Royce, and Kodak leaning in the car, and they on like Instagram Live or some shit. And he like, oh yeah, you feel me? We both clones. Him and Gucci was like, yeah, y'all, we both clones. Yeah, this and that. All right, I need you to see what is going on. All right, so then what else happened because of that song? You seen 6 Black 6, whatever the fuck his name is, the nigga that you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about shit. I don't even remember that song. I don't. Then you got me a new thing. I don't know the song, but that's how it go, right? but he spells the word black with a 6 as a B. That nigga fell off. After that shit, they blackballed the fuck out of that man. He was popping, and then he was popping, and then he was stopping because like nigga, he just fell off. You know what I'm saying? 6 Black was popping like a motherfucker. That song was going crazy when it first came out, and he was featured on hella shit. His album was going fucking crazy, nigga, just like Bryson Tiller, how he was doing shit, and then he started calling out the industry for the weird fake shit they was on, and they blackballed the fuck out of that nigga, and he fell the fuck off. All right? Now look at the female that was on that. If I don't know her name, but a lot of people know who it is. So if y'all know the song, then y'all know who I'm talking about. Shorty was a rapper. Shorty had bars, nigga. She was spitting bars and shit, right? And you seen after that shit, what did they do? Blackballed the fuck out of her when she was on that song. Or after that song, they blackballed the fuck out of her. She became from a rapper with bars to a fucking Instagram model. I promise you that. She started posting ass pictures and she became a video vixen. I was like, damn, she down bad that much? They fucked her up that much? They blackballed her that much? She got to start video vixen shit? I'm pretty sure she started the OnlyFans after that shit, bro. Like, they fucked her up, boy. She needed that shmoney. They blackballed the fuck out of her. In the music, bro, I'm telling you. But I'm giving y'all that example so you can see how because that's why they want our magnetism. That's why they punish us so much for speaking out. Because when we start speaking out, our magnetism is now going to a higher purpose. It is now reaching higher energies and densities and frequencies because we are not using our magnetism for this negative purpose, for negative intent. We are not using it for that. So you see how every nine-ether being that's in the music industry, whether it's, and we've seen this happen beyond the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You see everybody that call out P. Diddy, they get messed up. You seen what happened to Jamie Foxx. You feel me? You seen what happened to Paul Walker. You seen what happened to Cat Williams. You seen what happened to Dave Chappelle. You seen what happened to D. Ray Davis. You seen what happened to Nick Cannon when he started talking about how he was going to finish the Dr. Sebi documentary, and then the Jews canceled him and took his show away, and then he had to apologize and retract the statement before they ever gave him back Wild 'N Out. I'm giving y'all real life examples right here that y'all can look up for yourself and see how they spoke against this bullshit, this oppression, and they got fucked up. All right. Now, you see every time we speak out how they do this shit, they throw us in jail. We become independent artists like Tory Lanez, and then we speak about how we became an independent artist. This nigga sold his album for $1, bro. And he had 1 million people buy, or he sold 1 million copies of his album at $1. Made $1 million because he was independent, so all his money came to him. He made $1 million off of selling his album for $1. And then he made it an NFT to internet currency, Bitcoin shit. And then everybody who bought a $1 copy could sell it for a crazy amount of money. People bought it, and he said somebody was reselling theirs for over $16,000, nigga. And they were actually selling for that much because they gain value. The way you do that shit, the NFT shit, it gains value, all of that type shit. But he broke the industry with that. He broke the industry with that. He was like, I'm fucking up these labels with this. These artists, y'all don't need these labels. Y'all don't need da. Y'all can do this shit yourself. Like he would, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. And literally after that, that's when the case happened. They got video footage talking about one of the neighbors. Bro, the point of the matter is every time we speak out, every time we go against this oppression, we get fucked up, all right? Now look at these. Now that's one side of the example. Because I want y'all to see how they only want our magnetism, how our magnetism is so important to them. You look at these Caucasian rappers, right? You have one Caucasian rapper, he got like blonde hair, it's like a mohawk or some shit like that. And he got face tattoo, hella tattoos. This white dude, he a rapper, and he be rapping about, he got a song about how they clone niggas, and he's in all white. And he's talking about how they clone niggas in the industry and in Hollywood, and how they reptilians and all of this shit. He's speaking out about all of this shit in that song, right? That song has been going viral and shit. But he also has another song, and this is the shit he raps about. But I want y'all to see how nothing has ever happened to this man. This nigga ain't never fell off the face of the earth. Now, yeah, he's not mainstream, but he ain't had the repercussions that we had when we speak out. You dig? He ain't getting blackballed. He was never mainstream in the first place. But they not fucking with this nigga, all right? Another example, a very big, prominent example that everybody knows about is Russ. I have no problems with Russ. He makes some cool music. But if you see Russ, look at what he does, right? He is an independent artist. He speaks about how to be independent, how to not rely on, y'all see they got the weird ass police right here. I ain't never seen that motherfucker a day in my life. Weird ass police looking thing going slow as hell now and shit. Like motherfuckers started going slow as fuck right in front of the crib. I'm like, nah, let me show y'all this goofy ass nigga. Let me show y'all this, you feel me? But anyway, Russ speaks about financial literacy. Russ speaks about going against the industry. Russ speaks about how he doesn't fuck with the industry, how the industry is fake, all of this shit. But if you know anything about Russ, you know that he is a Jewish white man. Who runs the world? Jews. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know anything about Russ, you know he is a Jewish white man. So you got to think they are not going blackball. That's why he has never been blackballed. This man's music be on the radio. This man's music be mainstream as fuck. Boy, he was on the Forbes list. And they are not going. You have to know who runs that shit, who runs Forbes and all that type shit. You feel me? So if he was against them, they would not put this nigga on the Forbes list, bro. You are not going to go against the system and then get put on their fucking, you know what I'm saying, 30 for 30 or whatever list type shit, like Forbes list of the richest motherfuckers and all this shit. You have to understand. You have to understand. All right? I need you to see how our magnetism is so important to them. You feel me? So that example was showing y'all. Y'all go look at all of the 9 Ether rappers, singers, actors, comedians. All of them that have spoken out about the industry, that have spoken out about this oppression, that has spoken, you know what I'm saying, power to the 9 Ether beings and the gods and goddesses. They have all been fucked over. They have all been fucked up. Now you go look at all of the white motherfuckers. Now, granted, you had some white motherfuckers that they did take out. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul Walker, he was a white motherfucker that they took out for sure. He was a white, you know what I'm saying? But you don't see a lot of it. The main motherfuckers that they really go against when they speak out is us. Why is that? Because of our magnetism. They understand if we speak out against this shit, all it takes is a couple of us to really start a fucking revolution because of this magnetism. Once people see that passion, people see that determination. Once people see that shit, bro, it's gonna touch their soul. Then they like, hold up. Yeah, you right. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So when we going against the system, bro, it don't take that many of us, as long as we are truly passionate about this shit, as long as we have the correct intent. Once your intent is correct with this shit and you speaking out against this shit, boy, I promise you, you really going, like, that's why you see some people, they speak out about this shit and they have a very good platform. Like, my TikTok platform is cool. Like, I got like 19,000 followers and I don't really care about the number of followers, but I'm just giving y'all that example to show you, like, if you passionate about this shit and you are doing this shit with the correct intent, you definitely can still get a nice group of people together to listen to this knowledge and insight. You dig what I'm saying? You can get a nice group of motherfuckers. Like, yeah, you might not have 2 million people, but at the end of the day, it don't matter that you don't got 2 million people. All you need is that 3,000 people. All you need is that 10,000 people. All you need is that 50,000 people. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I really need y'all to understand, like, the magnetism you hold, man. Because just because you ain't got these people on your following list doesn't mean that they didn't hear what you had to say. Doesn't mean that you didn't impact their fucking day from the magnetism that you were putting out there. You feel me? Like, You have to understand, like, I had people hit me up and say they see my shit on Facebook. I'm sitting there like, nigga, I don't have a Facebook. I was in my head, I'm like, nigga, I don't got no fucking Facebook. But I was just like, oh, gratitude. You feel me? Like, just because somebody don't follow you don't mean you didn't impact something in their life. You feel me? It's the magnetism that your words hold. Like, real talk, you might not see firsthand the effects that your magnetism has and what you were, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. You don't always see the effects, but I need you to understand that these effects are very strong and they do happen. Because just like I said, nothing is coincidence. Everything that happens is because you or somebody else put something in place for it to happen. Whether it was intentional or unintentional. There is no such fucking thing as coincidence, because with coincidence, you are giving your power to the unknown. And I'm not talking, when I say the unknown, I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about you were just saying, oh, it just happened because, oh, raggy. You feel me? Like, bitch ass nigga, shut the fuck up. Yo ass motherfucking put that there. And then with you jumping around, that's why I rolled off the table. Like, oh no, that motherfucker just fell on the ground. Like, nigga, you was jumping up and down and that bitch was on the edge of the table instead of you putting it where it was supposed to be. Like, motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, I don't know, man, something just fucking with me, man, because this and that happened. Like, no, man, it's cause and effect. They taught you about that shit. Now, granted, you have to. That's why it's good to have discernment. There's hella clouds. I can't even see the airplane. I can just hear that bitch. But that's why it's good to have discernment, because you need to know what is a sign. You need to know when you are being communicated with, and you need to know when things are happening because somebody did something. Like, everything, you feel me? Like, everything is because of something. You know what I'm saying? So nothing is coincidence. There is no coincidence. You gotta